It's Heather here, going to go ahead and shoot today's video and get it out of the way. And yes, I've not taken a shower in a few days. I shot a video of my dog earlier. I thought it was pretty funny. Wasn't as funny as I would have liked, but it's whatever. I wish I could have had my phone as soon as I found out she did it, because her ears, like she cups them in a way that it's just adorable. But, but anyways, yeah. Today's been okay and everything, and the reason that I can say that, I guess, in all honesty, because if this one thing wouldn't happen, then I would probably be like, yeah, today's okay, but my personality or whatever, or the way that I would be expressing myself would kind of just, and everything. But I put in an application for a job, and within just a few minutes, I got a phone call back, and so I got an interview tomorrow. And so I'm really excited about it. I was extremely excited as soon as it happened, but then because my life and everything, and when I was a kid and I was extremely excited about something, and I'd take it to anybody, it was like, oh, that's good, and so I just learned to not, be overly excited and everything. And then hearing things like, you're so dramatic and all kinds of stuff like that, and it's like, I'm a kid, and I just learned to do something that I'm really proud of myself, or whatever. And so I never got, the loving, oh, and you did something good and all that and everything. And so that's a little bit of a reason why. Another reason why is I'm sitting here and it's my thoughts have been going back and forth on positive and negative, positive, okay, I need a job. Okay, I need a job so that way I can stay here. Okay, I need a job that way I can pay my bills. Okay, I need a job. Everybody needs a job. That way they have money. That way they can do anything, even just to eat and survive, And then I've been sitting here and I'm like, okay, if I don't get a job and I don't feel like applying and this and that and and all this, and sometimes I just wish my mind would just shut up, and everything. But anyways, so I got an interview tomorrow, and then I kind of fibbed or whatever, because he's like, oh, can you do it at this time? And I was like, no, I got to get my kid off the bus. But it's not that I got to get my kid off the bus. It's that my friend's kids gets off the bus, my Jennifer. That's all I'm just going to say Jen from here on out, because like I said, I feel like I don't have any friends, so I need to stop referring to people as my friends since I don't feel like I have any. But anyways, Jen's kid gets off the bus around that time, and I was like, oh, can we do it later? And he's like, yeah. And so she had done offered a few days ago, probably about a week ago, to be my ride. And she's the one that even told me that I should get a job at that place because it's the closest place around here, and everything and stuff. And so hopefully I'll get the job. Hopefully I'll have money back in my pocket, even though I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, once I get money back in my pocket, what does that mean? And other than, yeah, it means I can pay my bills regularly. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, if Jen gets mad at me because, she's like, oh, what? You said we're not friends. Oh, you said this, or whatever. If she gets kind of mad about it and everything, then she might be like, well, I'm not going to help you with anything. And then if she does that, then I got to figure, out what to expect, and all this and everything. But hopefully that won't happen with her, because she needs a babysitter sometimes, and I'm willing to be that for her, and she's told me before that, she thinks that I'm trustworthy with kids. And then I've had a lot of people that, think that I'm a good babysitter and all that and stuff. And so, yeah. But, and hopefully we can keep everything even between us. That way, even if it's not really a friendship, it's like everything's even, it's evening out, and everything. But, anyways, I'm like, my nose is real stuffy for some reason. I'm kind of sleepy already. I know I'm sleepy because I just ate a half of a salmon patty, and I'm fixing to eat supper and watch The Lorax again. I watched it earlier today. Well, I watched some of it last night, and then had to cut it off and then watch the rest of it today, but I think it's a really cute movie. And then even stuff like that, like my indecisiveness sometimes just drives me insane because I'm sitting here and I'm like, do I want to watch Lorax again? Or do I want to watch Horton Hears a Who? Or do I want to watch this? Or do I want to watch that? And then, like, I have so many movies, But luckily, I'm not so indecisive that it's, like, really bad. Like, usually my indecisiveness, I make sure to keep it on a time limit of, like, 5 to 10 minutes max, And then I'm like, okay, I got to make a decision, But, and then I like even debating to take a shower. Like, as soon as I got the phone call back and talked to Jen and asked her if she could take me, she's like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, and I was like really excited. And then I was like, okay, don't get too overexcited because what if, and like the negative. And then I was like, and my leg and my ankle hurt, and I was like, I need to go to the doctor. And I was like, this life is shit, And that's one thing is like this one guy on the dating app or whatever that I downloaded a few nights ago, he got to talking to me. And I don't know what his deal is yet. I've not been able to even halfway figure him out, like other than the normal, suspicion type thing or whatever. But he asked me what all my problems were, so I laid them all on him, and I mentioned that in yesterday's video. And he didn't write me back there for a while, and then he finally did, and I was like, I thought I lost you because, I told you all my problems. He's like, no, and he's like, well, I'm just looking for a friend, and I was like, what do you mean friend, and all that. But he's over in freaking Asia, so, yeah. But, or supposedly he is, which, seems like he might be, in all honesty. And, so he told me some of his stuff because I kept asking him. I was like, dude, if you want a friend, then friends talk, And I was like, if you really just want friends, like real friendship, just friendship, friends talk to each other about each other's problems, And I was like, I've done told you all my shit, kind of. You need to tell me some of your stuff. So he did. But and I think what it was is that he was embarrassed that he still lives at home, and stuff, and like. That's normal nowadays. Like, I understand how abnormal it is for me at the age that I am to have a place of my own where I'm paying the bills myself. I get it. Hell, my kid's dad is like 37, I believe, and like, dude ain't never even lived in his own place. Like, it's normal. Like, it's normal, sadly. It's really sad that it's normal. I wish it wasn't normal. I wish people were moving out in their 20s, or early 20s, preferably, and getting their own places and getting their life together and stuff instead of still living with mommy and daddy or having a lot of mommy and daddy's help where mommy and daddy pay half the bills and shit like that and everything. Like, I wish, but... And so, I guess I'm kind of proud of myself a little bit for the things that I have accomplished, even though everything tells me not to be proud of it, and everyone kind of tells me not to be proud of it because they're so busy being jealous, it seems like, that they can't be, kind about it or anything. But anyways, so I got a job interview tomorrow, so I'm like, yay, kind of. And then I'm like... real positive thoughts, and then I had real negative thoughts, it's like, and then it's like, balance it out, and then it's like trying to stay, and keep it balanced out and everything, but it's really hard when all you've ever wanted is somebody to, like, congratulate you when you do something good, and nobody ever does, and you're just like, I've been alive 30 years and nobody's ever been like, good job. The closest I got to it was my aunt. Whenever I had my daughter, whenever I gave birth to my kid, she come in and she's like, you did such a good job. She's like, we didn't hear you scream or anything. And in that, like, it was kind of like, you did such a good job because of this one thing, It's like, it was kind of made it a little backhanded, even though it necessarily wasn't, but it kind of made it that way and everything. And I was just like, and I was like, but I was appreciative because it's the first fucking compliment that I've ever actually gotten, other than my mom being like, you're so fair-minded, whenever shit hit the fan and we got into an argument, and I was like, y'all hate me, this and that and everything else, and y'all always told me, and she's like, no, I love you, you're so fair-minded. And I was just like, okay. And then they go and take my kid from me. Apparently, fair-minded is not a good quality to have when raising a child, says my parents. Like, do you hear yourself? And then that's even me. I can throw that back on me. Do I hear myself? You know, I can look at my dad and see the good qualities of him. I can look at my mom and see her good qualities, you know. And I say that because she was more the ruler of the house, so I have more issues with her than I do anybody, you know. But it's like, you know, then I see the negative in them, you know. And it's like growing up in that, you know, and then hearing that my dad's probably bipolar from 3 different counselors and shit and everything, and he wouldn't talk to him past the point that they told him he was bipolar. He's like, nope, never coming back. Gone. You know? And I'm just like... And so that's the reason my thoughts, you know, it's like, oh, here, it's like literally a pros and cons list on everything kind of, you know, like pops up or whatever in my mind. It's like, you know, here's the little bulletin marks, you know, here's the pros and cons. Here's what can be good about it. Here's what can be bad about it. You know? And I'm just like, I hate him for raising me like that. Like, why can't I just take things as they are in the moment? But, let me actually take you with me because I gotta get this out of the oven. Like I said, I'm fixing to eat. But, yeah, like, oh yeah, that's done. Whew, a little past done. Be alright. A little bit, I'm eating of it, 1 serving. But anyways, so I'm like really excited, I guess you could say, you know, about having that and everything. About that going to be happening tomorrow and everything. And so I hope I get the job. I hope I can work the hours around Jen's schedule. That way she can be my ride, you know, and then I hope if there's ever days that she can't be my ride, that I can find a way, you know, to work, you know, and everything. But, Jesus Christ. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the background. I'm pretty sure you can't, because you couldn't hear it yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, when there was a loud-ass noise outside. But what it is this where they've done the construction out here. And from where they've done so much, now, it probably cracked the foundation to this apartment, in all honesty. And, like, now everything's just like 100 times louder. Like, legit. Like, it's bad. Like, a transfer truck will go by and all you hear is ba-dum, da-dum, you know, and I mean, it's constant, you know, ba-dum, da-dum, you know, and you're just like, shut up, you know, and it literally sounds like they're going to fucking wreck, is the worst part about it. I mean, you're just waiting to hear, like, tires squeal and everything else, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. And the thing that I don't understand about this whole entire setup is why, because I live next to a truck stop. Why, for the love of God? Because the truck stop place, they make bank, okay? Like, I used to work for them. So, like, kinda. I mean, I was cross-trained on their side, but I was still up under their company. They were the owners of the company that I was working for. But with where this is located at, and where they have the turn-in to the side, because they have 2 entrances for the trucks, okay? Well, where they have the turn-in to the side, it's stupid, is the best way that I can think of to word it, which is the turn-in that's closest to me. And I'm thinking, back behind where their truck parking area is at, where it is located at, okay? It's woods back behind it. Why the hell don't they pay just whatever amount of money to have an entrance right there? like, build the road leading up to, or whatever, the parking area from the back end of it and have it coming off the road further down. That way it's not as much traffic right here. Because there's done enough traffic right here. Like, it's insane. Like, it's insane. It's really insane. Like, I don't know. I've never understood the way some roads and all kinds of stuff and everything, and I don't get it. I don't know who thought of it, but some people don't think before they do shit. It's pretty obvious. But anyways, so yeah, that's basically my day. Just finding that out. And on yesterday's video, I was talking about names and things and stuff like that. And that's the thing, too, is there's this place called the Compassion House that's supposedly in Chattanooga that I'm supposedly supposed to go to get my parenting classes. And dealing with EJ and her last name and people that I blocked on my Facebook just the other day because I was tired of seeing them pop up in my suggested friends box. And I'm like, y'all just leave me alone. EJ's else going to be with me or not? And she can take that in any fucking context that she wants to, friends or more than friends, because I'm done arguing with her. She thinks that I'm going to, sit here and, like, seduce the shit out of her or something, or, like, rape her or something, like, if she decides to be my friend again. And so if she wants to fucking believe that, then she can fucking believe that, and she can leave me the fuck alone. But, like, if she comes up to me and if she's willing to be my friend again and us just be friends, I'm very fucking capable of that. I've done stated it enough to the bitch. I'm sorry, but I'm really fucking mad at her. And in all honesty, there's several reasons that, but anyways, that I'm mad at her and stuff. But it's just like, if she wants to fucking be that way, and think that of me, then she can think that of me and go on her merry fucking way and leave me the hell alone. Because I'm tired of being like, listen, we can else not be friends at all, we can else be friends, or we can be in a relationship. You choose, and she's like, I want to be friends, after the incident happened, and I'm like, okay, we can be friends, and I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about because I need closure as to what the fuck the mixed signals were. I guess you'd say. That's all I need. And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, well, then I can't be your friend, because that makes me think that you do like me like that. And then the fact that you showed up at work. Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't even get that other than to fucking annoy me or that you do like me. So pick or choose. So like I said in yesterday's video, you else love me or you hate me or whatever, and that's it. But anyways, let's see, what was I saying? So, EJ, I think it was up under EJ's last name. But there's a last name that's familiar. It may not have been EJ's last name. It may have been a different last name, which I'll get into in a minute. But up under EJ's last name, there is the founder or something another or somebody that's high up over the fucking Compassion House. Now, whether it's the one that's located here or if they have multiple locations or Sam hell if I fucking know. But I was just like, is all this shit a setup or something? Like, have I just been fucked by my whole goddamn town? Like, that's what literally goes on in my mind because I'm tired of bumping into people and seeing people and meeting people and asking people, hey, do you know, like, this is my intimate life. I had sex with this guy and had a kid with him. I married this guy, and these are my parents, and this is my family. Do you know any of them? And everybody's sitting there and being like, no, never heard of them. Don't know them at all. Never heard of them. Don't know them. Don't know you. Never seen you before. And that's the reason, like I said before in a previous video, also where I was like, I don't even talk to people and be like, hey, I remember you from when I was a kid. Because people lie. Because the majority of people fucking lie. Now, there's probably about half of them that have done so many fucking drugs that they don't remember me, And that's fine. You're a drug addict. Whatever. You don't remember me. But the ones of you that lie, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, like, to the depths of hell fucking hate you. because it's like, stop bullshitting, and everything. And, like, I don't know. And the thing is like, they act like it's like, for instance, I said at my last job that my kids, most recent, my kid's dad, his most recent baby's mother or whatever, her sister or cousin came and worked at my job. So I was introduced to her, and the thing is the way she smiled at me and stuff, I knew that something was something. And then she asked me about why I was sad about dealing with EJ, because word of mouth and the way that it spread over there and everything. And so I just ended up telling her, and she's like looking at me like she's trying to not snicker and smile and laugh about it or whatever. And now pretense, or not pretense, but past, well, hell, I don't know what the fuck it'd be. But anyways, after the fact, and finding out that she's related to this girl, I'm like, that's why she was smiling the way she was smiling. It's because it was a big joke. She thought it was funny. She probably went home, called her, or probably was sitting right there just texting her away and being like, oh my God, this bitch is so dumb. And it's like, that's what makes me not want to like them. But I guarantee, like, if I would have bumped into her, met her, started working with her, what the fuck ever, and she would have been like, oh, you're this, and I would have been like, yeah, and she would have been like, I'm related to, I would have been like, oh, okay. And that literally kind of would have been the gist of it, other than me, occasionally asking questions and being like, so, how close are y'all? Do y'all get along? This and that, and everything else. Like, regular talk. But I'm not going to sit there and go, oh my God, you're related to somebody that I don't get along with, or somebody that I don't like, so that means I can't like you? Like, no, I'm not going to. I give everybody their fair, and I wish people would do that to me. I wish people would give me my fair, my fairness of getting to know me, instead of judging me based upon who I'm related to or anything like that. But anyways, so that's the deal. Like, one thing, dealing with names and stuff from yesterday's video, is like the Compassion House. That's where I'm supposed to go and get my parenting classes so I can get my kid back, supposedly. Or that's one of the closest places, or what the hell ever. And I actually called them, and they called me back, and they were like, our classes don't start until, what did they say, like February, I think, or something? Which means I wouldn't even, and I was just like, or maybe it was July, or something, I don't know, but it was ways off from when I first called, and I was just like, what? And like, to know that you're going to have to be put on a waiting list to take parenting classes. Just so you can get your damn kid back. Jesus fucking Christ, a waiting list? Are you kidding me? And then the thing is, too, is my friend Jen, she took hers on the internet. And she's like, well, maybe you can take yours on the internet. She's like, but I would recommend talking to somebody, before you do and everything. And the thing is like, my attorney, like, I can't get nothing out of him as to what the hell's really going on and everything. He's just too busy telling me, well, you gotta do what the court says. Well, the court says I have to take parenting classes. They didn't say that they can or cannot be over the internet. And then even at that, like, I don't know how much they are, and you gotta pay and stuff. But Jesus fucking Christ, it's just a lot. Well, another thing, too, about the last names is, so my kid's, most recent baby mama or whatever, she's related to people that are related to Massengels. Massengels is people that I've worked with. Massengels are even people that I went to school with. And then, that's the thing too, is like, a lot of her family members apparently live around here or what the fuck ever, even though she's not from this state. Or she moved away or what the hell ever and everything. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Well, the thing is the one Massengale that is on my Facebook, that decided to stay on my Facebook when I put up that post, she's friends with Duncan. And that right there sends red flags to my mind, because my husband, his stepbrother, through his mom, so they share the same mom, or half brother, they share the same mother, but anyways, that's his last name is Duncan. Now, whether that's his dad's name or his mom's maiden name, I can't remember, but I think it's his mom's maiden name. And so they're friends with Duncans, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then the thing is, too, is I went to school with one person that last name was Duncan. And then my husband, whenever we split and everything, he got mad at me. He's like, oh, my brother, this and that, which is the one with the last name Duncan. And, oh, he's part of the militia, and we got people everywhere. So, I mean, I've heard this from both the fucking guys that I'm with, that they got eyes and ears everywhere, and they got people everywhere and everything like that. And then that's the thing, too, is I wondered whenever me and my husband first got together and the way that things were, and he catfished me, okay? Like, catfished the hell out of me. I was like, oh my God, was this a prank set up by Adam, which is my kid's dad, and his newest baby mama? Because they're somehow related to him, and they're like, hey, do us a favor, Because people are scummy like that. I know that they are. Not because I've done it, but because I've seen it. Like, I used to hang out with my cousin Misty quite often, okay? And she done a bunch of drugs, okay? And so I'm sitting at druggies' houses, just sitting there while she's getting high in the next room, okay? I hear the conversations. I see how they're all, sitting there laughing and giggling over a random text message that they're sending people from a different phone number and this and that and all kinds of shit. I see the pettiness, I've seen it. So I know what pettiness people are capable of. And I'm just like, God, can everything just leave me alone? I just want to work a job. I want a car. I want my health taken care of. I want my kids' health taken care of. I want our pets taken care of. I want my fucking dog back. I want my kid back home, definitely. And I want a place to actually call my home. A place that if I feel like waking up at 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning and doing dishes because I didn't do them the night before, that I can wake up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and do goddamn dishes without somebody beating on the fucking wall. That's simple. If I want to get in a routine within the walls of my home, the only person that's going to know my routine within the walls of my home is going to be my kid. So if it's like every Monday, it's like, okay, it's Monday, so gotta clean the bathroom today. Okay, it's Tuesday, gotta clean the living room. Okay, it's Wednesday, everybody clean the rooms. Okay, it's Thursday, I get to take everything out of the fridge and clean the refrigerator. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, I just want to be left the fuck alone. I want a normal life and to be left the fuck alone. And yes, I want a partner, okay? Yeah, I'm normal in that aspect, okay? I want a partner. I want somebody I live with, somebody I can build my life with. I want a companion, okay? But Jesus Christ, and damn it, I'll fight trying or whatever, or die getting there or something. I don't know how the saying is or whatever. But damn it, I've been trying for 30 fucking years, and you think that you're going to make me give up just because you hit me with a, something to knock me on my ass, if you will. You took my fucking kid from me, and that's supposed to be the biggest blow, and everything. But damn it, I'm going to keep trying. I'm sitting here with a fucking busted ankle, my leg. I don't know. I swear it feels like it fractured my femur bone or something, because right here, right there, and from there to about there, oh my God. It hurts, it kills me sometimes, or maybe my bone's just being warped because my ankle's warped. I have no fucking idea. And then that's the thing too, is it's more than likely pretty fucking true, because I was sitting the other day and I was like, okay, I'm gonna set even, and I looked at my kneecaps, and this kneecap does not look like this kneecap, and that kneecap does not, and I get that they're not going to be identical, but it's like where this one sinks in, normally, this one don't. And I was just like, great, but damn it, and that's the thing too, like, if you're somebody who wants to go against me, if you're somebody that really has it out for me, really has a fucking problem with me, we can go toe to toe, sweetheart. You can pull your ass up and we can get into a fight about it. Because I'm sorry that you're so up my ass about the shit that I'm doing that you can't focus on your own shit. That's just like I was saying in yesterday's video, people on the cruise ship. Here I am on the rowboat, and they're like, hey, don't even pay me no mind. You're supposed to be happy where you're at, right? So let me be happy where I'm at. I don't hate you, so why you hate me? And maybe that's another good reason that I'm kind of putting these out and everything is, yes, I think about people. Yeah, I do. That's just like EJ. Haven't spoke to her in freaking months, But yet I still talk about her and everything. Yeah, I do. But do I sit here and think about her 24/7? Do I sit here and be petty and like text her and harass her and this and that and, get a different phone with a different phone number and be like, hey, sexy, what's going on? I wish I could, or some shit like, no, I don't fucking do that. I'm not that concerned about it, and I'm not saying that from a mean stance, but it's just, I got goals, I got goals. And yeah, and people are like, oh, that's another thing too about being on this date night. Everybody's like, what's your hobbies? What's your hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? And I'm like, taking care of my kid. Because I honestly have not been able to do any of my hobbies and everything. And then I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. I like to sing. I like to dance. Or I did like to dance. Still kind of do. I like to write poetry. But like I said in the previous video, I had a notebook. I trashed it because I didn't think well of myself because of my life. And then all that and hearing songs and I'm just like, really? And I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, could have been me. Could have been me if I would have came from a supportive, emotionally supportive place in my life. But I never get that. So unless you're going to be emotionally supportive of me, don't go out of your way to be emotionally evil, towards me. Like, I don't, like, why? And then that's another thing, too, is I'm on this positive thing or whatever, this app and stuff. And so I read some of that last night when I was getting really down on myself because I was crying because this one person, and that's another thing too. If you are underage and you see this, there is a very, 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 very like 99.999999999 goddamn percent that I'm not gonna date you and that I'm not gonna be interested in you, even remotely. Not gonna happen. Not because I'm mean, not because I look at myself like I'm better than children, or whatever, but damn it, it's wrong, okay? How am I going to look at my kid and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not one of those parents, that's like, hey, here's my new boyfriend or whatever, and sorry that they're only a few years older than you. I'm not doing it, okay? I'm not doing it. It's not happening. So these teenagers that keep hitting on me, Jesus Christ. And granted, there's not a lot of them to a degree, but there's been 3 just within like 5 days. And I'm just like, and the thing is like they're trying so hard to like rope me in. And I'm like, okay, is this somebody just trying to get me to be like, yeah? But the thing is, so that way it's like, oh, you're a bad person because you tried to be with a kid, and I'm like, that's funny if that's the case. And there's a part of me that kind of wants to be like, yeah, I'll date you just to see if that's what it is. So that way whenever it's like, oh, you're in trouble, for just saying, yeah, that you like me, or they try to attack me or be like, hey, or whatever. So that way we can kind of get into a bicker about it, and I can be like, I was just doing that shit just to see what the fuck happened, in all goddamn honesty, because it's hilarious to me to a degree. But the thing is these 3 are sitting there saying sexual stuff to me, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm just like, so, got any, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Do you have any pets? Like, I'm trying to talk to them like I would my kid, if you will, to a degree, and I'm just like, please stop saying stuff like that to me. Like, I'm not the person to say that stuff to. Say stuff like that to somebody your own age, okay? Stop saying stuff like that to me, okay? I'm 30. I got a 12-year-old kid. I want a husband or a significant other or a companion that I end up marrying, that is within a certain age range, that is old enough. There we go. I want somebody that is old enough to have my kid. Okay? So, old enough to have my kid, so 15 plus 12, so about 27. You gotta be about 27, I guess, to be with me. I'll do maybe mid-20s, but that's pushing it. And then even these 22 and 23-year-olds that have been talking to me, I'm just kind of like, and they're like, I really like you. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's good for you, I guess, I reckon. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. But, like, I can't. Like, y'all killing me. Like, I'm trying to not laugh about it, in all honesty. Not because I'm mean, but because y'all need to be looking for people y'all's own age. Like, stop trying to find yourself a sugar mama, if you will, and everything. And I sure as hell ain't one, especially since I'm sitting here, ain't even got my kid back and don't even have a job or a car. Like, no, Like, I've got, my kid is my kid. I'm going to take care of my kid, And next in line would be my nieces. You get what I'm saying? And then next in line would be my little cousins. Like, I'm not going to take care of some child that, like, no, I'm good. But anyways, and I mean, maybe, maybe if I were like older, and I was like 40 and like somebody that's 30, or whatever, maybe. But I even doubt that in all freaking honesty, because I lean more towards around my age or older. It's just my preference. And in all honesty, my husband was older by a year, and my kid's dad was older, and Mike was older, and everybody that I've ever dated has been older except for two people, I believe. And that was Roy and Jeffrey. And they were only younger by a year or two. So, yeah. But I'm going to end it here because, yeah, my food's getting cold and, yeah, I want to eat. But boy, indecisiveness for as far as me and, like, things to do, like, within just my own. Like, I was like, take a shower, and then I was like, I don't want to. I don't feel like it. And then it's like, yeah, take a shower right now. And then I'm like, I will. Should I take one tonight? And then I'm like, I'm probably going to let the dog sleep with me, and then, no, I'll just take one tomorrow, and then I hate to take one tomorrow before going and blow drying my hair, and even if my hair is completely blow dried, there's still like, logic, like, knowing my body, and the likelihood of getting a cold versus, oh, your hair's been dry for over 24 hours or over 12 hours, and, like, and all kinds of shit like that, and man, that's another thing, too. It was cold as fuck this morning. Like, in comparison to what it's been, like, it's been really warm. And it was fucking freezing this morning. But the wind was blowing like crazy. So the wind chill factor just, damn. I was out there and my teeth was, and everything. Like, I couldn't handle it. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, I gotta get another heater before it gets any colder, because I literally sat on the couch and put the two cushions to the side of me and set the heater right in front of me. That way I'm like boxed in, like I'm insulated. That way the heat would just blow on me. Now luckily my room is so tiny, like it's well insulated, or whatever, like itself, because it's so small, but this living room, or whatever this is that used to be like the main entrance, is huge and massive the way it's open. But I'm going to end it here. I'm going to let you go. I hope you're doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward. I'll keep trying to put my best foot forward. If anything else, we can promise each other that. Stay as positive as you can. Get on positive apps, get on positive, like, look up positive quotes. I wouldn't recommend necessarily sharing them, because that's what I used to do on my Facebook, and people were like, oh my god, look at her, oh, she thinks she's so, so don't even, just keep it to yourself. It's your own little thing, whatever, granted, you can spit them out there occasionally, but as much as you're probably going to end up wanting to look at them because they make you feel good, because it's positive things and everything, just don't, and then even my friend, oh, yeah, that's right. I said I wasn't going to say that no more. But anyways, even Jen, like, I let her into that. I was like, yeah, I got this positive app that, it sends positive quotes to my phone at least once or twice a day. And then she's like, something another, and I'm over one day, and it's like everything that I say good, she has this, she has to jab, or whatever. Like, that's just who she is. And she's like, oh, something another, and yeah, ain't it funny how people can read a positive quote or something, and it makes them feel good, but then, 30 minutes later they feel like shit or whatever or something like that. And I thought, my God, like Jen is really bitter, I do believe, is the best way I can think of to word it. Like, she's really bitter about something. What the hell it is, I don't know. I guess it's probably where her kid's dad passed away. That might be what it is. But other than that, like, I don't know. But it's like, calm down, like, do you really want to, be known as somebody that's bitter, and everything? And I mean, yeah, it's okay to have negative traits and qualities occasionally, but if it's a everyday thing, or even if it's a every time thing, and that's the thing with me, is like, it's every time. Every time I come at her with something that I'm kind of positive about or whatever, it's like she's got to deflate it, and I'm just like, okay, stop being my mom, like, that's the way my mom was, and I'm just like, can we stop? But I'm going to end it here. And so, everybody, even Jen, because, I mean, I do care about her. She has helped me a lot. I'm very appreciative, and I try to make it even and equal and all that and everything. That's the reason whenever she's like, hey, can you come over? Even if I don't feel like it, I go over and stuff, and everything. And I've been doing that for a long time, because I can get wrapped up in myself and my depression and just sitting here and wanting to cry, and stuff. But instead, I'll get my ass out, and go over and see her and check on her and talk with her, hang out with her, just sit with her, and stuff. But, yeah, like, everybody just needs to try to stay as positive as possible. Put your best foot forward. Keep trying, Look to the future, but don't look to it so much that it panics you. Try to stay in the present day of what's happening right here, right now. Like, I'm fixing to eat and I'm fixing to watch a movie. Try to live in the now, even though I know that's really hard, because that's like even me with my dogs. It's like, oh, I want to play with them. No, I don't. But yes, I do. And I worry about, they're like, how happy they are and stuff, and everything and stuff like that. But like I said, I'll catch you later in tomorrow's video. You are important. You are, a good person. And just keep trying. And I'll catch you later.